Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video, and today we're here back on Mobile with a huge update including new AI, fuel, ERS and Imola and the safety car. There is a lot to go over in this video, so let's jump straight in. I'll be doing qualifying around Imola for my first actual lap around a new track. You can see that you can change the fuel before quali and the race, and now we are on the track and it looks absolutely beautiful. And if you're wondering how I have the Imola track, this is due to having the beta given by Vincenzo. So yep, enjoy this lap around Imola. I can assure you it's not the best lap in the world, but it will have to do. So there was a lap around Imola. I don't know how it wasn't invalid, but there's another new feature I'd like to talk about. Getting stuck in the gravel. I cannot move. It is nearly impossible to get out of the gravel. And in the end, I ran out of fuel. And funnily enough, I ended up getting pulled by 4 seconds anyway, but we don't talk about that. I'm sure that will be fixed in the coming days or weeks. But getting stuck in the gravel is a no-go. You do not want to be in there. And now let's move into the race. And I don't know what to really tell you about this race. I'm going to quickly go through the highlights here because it is absolutely random. So first of all, it is raining here in Imola, and there is a new start procedure. We now have a clutch and we need to time it. And I was wondering what would happen if I let go of the clutch and I got a drive-through penalty immediately and didn't even get a good start. So we move on, I go into the pit lane to take my drive-through, and by the time I catch the AI, it had dried up, and the AI on the wet tyre were struggling massively. Look at the amount of cars flying off the track in the final 2 corners. I pushed my way through and I'm now going onto the soft tyre, and then we had a safety car out of nowhere, and I thought, let me try and help the AI get out, but it wasn't really worth it trying to get the Alfa Romeo out. We skipped forward, and at this point I realised the AI have not pitted for the dry tyre, so I'm just able to overtake one car after another car easily, and they're not pitting. So I thought, okay, how about we don't do any rain and I will just do a dry race around Imola. So I got myself disqualified, and even after being disqualified, the AI is still spinning and crashing and everything. Meanwhile, Hulkenberg got a podium. I don't know how. Do not ask me, but Hulkenberg got a podium after all that. But now, let us move into the actual race here, where I will do a last question mark challenge as George Russell in the 2023 Mercedes, and we're going to do the start properly this time. So all I have to do is hold the clutch, do not let it go, and now the lights will work like they should. 5 red lights here in Imola, and we're underway rapidly. 4/10 reaction time. Wow, that is impressive if you ask me. Now, going into turn 1, it's a very long run. I'm looking to take my time here, maybe attack the Williams going into turn 1, But no, I'll take my time because the AI are going mental here. There's a Red Bull rejoining the track like a madman. So already I'm up into P17 and I'm looking for P16 here, wheel to wheel with the Williams of, I believe, Sargent. And I'll actually get that move done nice and simply. So end of sector 1 into P16. It's actually Albon behind me. And he's had a look down the inside. We make a bit of contact. But thankfully, that didn't end up doing anything here. And now onto the straight before the chicane. I'm just tucking in behind the AlphaTauri. But now into the final Ravazzas. I've been absolutely mugged by the new AI. What a move from the Williams. And now at the end of lap 1, I get back in the slipstream, going into turn 1 to the outside line, and I go round the outside, but I've misjudged my braking, and I've gone all over the curb at turn 2, allowing Albon to get ahead, and Verstappen behind me. Yeah, Verstappen is all the way down in P19 right now. Who would have thought? There's a car flying in the background. I don't know who that was, but we have a yellow flag. Now moving forward, down the inside of the Williams into P16 once again. But now moving on through to the chicane. I'll have a look down the inside, but I could not get the move done on the Williams of Logan Sargent. Now, through the left-hander, I'll have another look down the inside. But again, Sargent was able to defend really well, and I'm just kind of stuck here. You can't really overtake in Imola unless you really go for it, and that is what I did. Into P15 we go, and I want to attack the Alfa Romeo of, I believe, Bottas now. No, it's Zhou Guanyu. Anyway, down the inside, and he's taken me out. He's tagged my rear right tyre, and I'm now facing the wrong way. I have to reverse back onto the track, and by the time I do, I am dead last. So we are now far behind the field, but thankfully due to them all fighting each other, it won't take too long to catch up. I'll have a look at Stroll here, but before I can, we've got a safety car on lap number 4. I'm not sure why we have a safety car, but I need to give these places back. So I'm going very slowly. They don't feel like overtaking me here, and I'm running out of time, but thankfully we did not get a drive-through penalty. However, I don't really mind, to be honest. We got a safety car. I'm going to go into the pit lane and complete my mandatory pit stop for the medium tyres, of course, which will easily be able to get me to the end. And with that done, I'm going to let you people enjoy some safety car gameplay. Here we go then, the safety car is in the pit lane, so we can get underway now. Everyone is gone, I've kind of been left behind there. But to be honest, I'm not really too bothered, because turn 1 could be an absolute nightmare. So, we are now underway, once again in Imola here on lap number 7 of the Grand Prix. The AI are yet to pit, so if they do go into the pit lane, I will literally be in a prime position to fight for the win. But for now, I need to get through the traffic. I've overtaken Stroll. I'm going to try and overtake the McLaren. There's a bit of contact. I have to go off the road, but it ain't my problem. Up into P17 now. However, Stroll might come back at me here through the chicane, but thankfully I've managed to cover him off, and now I can focus on trying to catch up to the cars in front. But however, Stroll is still all over the back of me here. However, I don't think he'll go for the move at the final corner. He will go for the move at the final corner, pushing me wide. And Stroll moves up into P17. I tried to overcompensate through the final corner there, and I fly off the track instead. The AI are very strong round those final 2 corners, making it nearly impossible for me to really keep with them. And now Lando Norris is going to have a go at turn 1. Surely he will not go for that. He will go for that. He will squeeze his way through. And now we're side by side through turn 3. Going into turn 4, we had a car round, so we gained a position. Lando Norris backed off for whatever reason, and I'm into P17. But I am not used to this at all. The AI are really getting the better of me. And I'm in a Mercedes. I'm not in the AlphaTauri yet. Imagine Adam Mobile Championship when I'm in an AlphaTauri compared to this AI. It will be interesting. And what is interesting is that line right there, which has ruined my progress, and it feels like I'm going absolutely nowhere here. Here we go on Lando again, through the chicane. We make a bit of contact, but I can't get the move done. But I we'll try again at the hairpin, pushing Lando out of the way, but it had to be done, and I'm now finally making some progress into the left-hander. I'll have a look at Stroll now, going to the left-hand side, making a bit of contact, but again, pushing him out of the way, making more progress here. Now, past the Williams, and I'm into P14, go down the inside of the McLaren and Verstappen, and I'm into P13 now. So all I have to do to make progress is push the AI out of the way and absolutely send it. So now, we do a switchback now on the Haas, and I do get that move done. And a lap later, I'm now behind Verstappen in the Red Bull. His soft tyres will be gone, considering he hasn't pitted. Anyway, down the inside of him, and I'm into P11 now, making even more progress. Next up ahead is an Alpine on the hard tyre. I believe it will be Ocon here. So I'm going to go down the inside of him too, into the chicane, make a bit of contact, and Ocon was really able to fight back, so I couldn't get the move done just yet. But now, going into my best corner on the track compared to the AI, they brake super early, so I'm able to go down the inside of Ocon into the top 10, and finally, we are in the points in this Grand Prix, with only 3 laps to go. And next up ahead is an Alfa Romeo who's made a big mistake there at turn 2, and this will allow me to attack him completely here, going into turn 4, and I'll get through before the corner into P9 now. I have gone wide, but it doesn't really mean anything, thankfully. And now, on to the final lap. We're going to go down the inside of Ricciardo, who braked late and blocked me a little bit there, but I did force my way through, and I'm into P8. And remember, none of the AI have pitted. So, does that mean I'll win the race? I have no idea. I tried to dive bomb Alonso and it nearly worked, but I didn't get the traction. So now going into the final 2 corners, I'm going to have to make a huge dive bomb. Here we go, down the inside, absolutely missing my braking point, but I keep it on the track, and that is a lovely dive bomb into P7, and I should finish here with the DRS enabled. So that was a race around Imola, and it is so good to see the AI being aggressive in defense and attack. Absolutely wonderful update, and I'm sure that this will go very far, especially with the new safety car. But there are a few things that do need to be fixed, of course, but that is the end of today's video. Let me know what you think of the update down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. And somehow, Hulkenberg got a podium again, and Ferrari got a 1-2. But we're not going to talk about that. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.
What it really means to live life gold.